Rock on, rock on. My name has been Cool, a sports analyst, the host of BC-60. Today I'm interviewing Ford Martin, the gnarly play-by-play broadcaster for ESPN. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I'm excited for the conversation ahead. I appreciate you taking the time out your busy schedule to join me.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
How you like being the founder and CEO for Match 10 Digital?
It's great. Obviously, it's something I started here a couple years ago. I was at Fox Sports for a long time, and worked there at Fox on the digital department, working with the World Cup, the Daytona 500, World Series, and really learned there a lot when I graduated from college at High Point University. Moved to Fox, was there for a long time, progressed through the rankings there for a long time, and really enjoyed it and learned a lot and took from the thing and the grind that I had with Fox and wanted to really pursue my career in sports broadcasting, the play-by-play side of things, and wanted to start Mop 10 Digital, my own company, to kind of free up my space, kind of run my own schedule, and ended up doing great, working with a lot of great people, making websites, doing weddings, working with people, like Connor Zilic, who runs in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and work, create websites for multiple different people. So it's been something fun to do. Love doing it, and allows me to do a lot of the play-by-play work.
That's awesome. What's the most unexpected thing that's happened to you live on air?
Oh wow, most unexpected thing that's happened to me live on air. I think primarily there's been a lot of things that have happened. I think primarily was I was talking to my color commentator during a basketball game a while back for it which used to be the Big South Network, and we had a bunch of students running our broadcast back then when I was at High Point University. It was a High Point University Winthrop game, and I guess they didn't let us know we went to commercial, or we went to commercial, but they didn't let us know that our mics were off. It was kind of one of my first lessons to learn that, hey, you never know the mics are always on. And I think we were talking about our fantasy football and fantasy football punishments that happened, and things that we were talking about, just having fun. There was nothing bad, but we were just kind of talking about it, and just I was told from my family and some other people that hey, you're still on air. I got a bunch of text messages. You're still on air. So we had to reach and grab the cough button to let us know. So that was just fun. So we had basically a whole segment within a game, a basketball game, of us talking about our fantasy football, what lineups we want to do, challenges, about some trades that we wanted to make. Really, for about 3 minutes, we were talking about it, and I didn't see my phone and found out too late. We're talking about fantasy football, so thank God nothing. We weren't doing anything, making fun of any of the players or anything like that. It was just really just talking about fantasy football, just a couple guys just being dudes in the broadcast booth.
That's amazing. Do you have any funny or embarrassing on air bloopers?
Most embarrassing or on-air bloopers. I think during a soccer game, I was told someone's name was pronounced a certain way, and this is also I love that the bloopers have pretty much happened since I was when I was young in my broadcast career. But was calling a game. I forgot who it was for, but was calling a soccer game, and I kept pronouncing the name the whole time a certain way. That's why I was told. The team told me because they were told me it was pronounced a certain way, and one of the SIDs and a mom came in, and they told me, "Hey, it's pronounced this way." While I was still broadcasting the game, my son's last name is pronounced this way. While we were on the broadcast, I had to click the cough button. It said, "My son's name is pronounced this way. Please get it right." And just took me by surprise. She walked out. So it was just sort of something that sort of caught me off guard. That was a surprise. And I went back and kept calling the game. So I made sure, at least for the rest of that game, I got their last name pronounced correctly, and the future games for sure.
What's your go to pump up song before going live?
I'll pump up something before going live. I mean, there's a lot of things that I do before games. Used for most for me is I read devotion before every single game. Really just thank the Lord for the opportunity that He's given me to be able to go and do these games that I have and the platform that I have. So I try to every before every game I read a little devotion in my Bible app and listen to some Brandon Lake. Is my favorite Christian singers that he has. It just sort of calms me down and just gets me in just the right mood just to get ready for a game. I really, I, I always try to do that. Put my AirPods in and I listen to really. Funny enough, another one is the Top Gun Maverick soundtrack. It's funny because I listen to not just the music that they play, where people are singing with like One Republic and everything, but it's the song where Tom Cruise is about to board his jet for the last act of the movie, and it's the part where it's titled, "You're Where You Belong," is part of it, and it's a little pump up as they're getting in the jets. I sort of has that as gives me a little like I'm getting in the cockpit about to do the broadcast, sort of calms me down, but at the same time it gets me pumped up for the broadcast, gets me excited. So I'm a big Top Gun fan. I'm a big Tom Cruise fan. So that's sort of what I use to get ready for my broadcast. Just a little Hans Zimmer to get me in the right frame of mind, mood. About to load into the cockpit, about to load into the broadcast seat. So that's something a lot of people really don't know that I do, but it's something that really it gets me ready for the games.
Rock on. Which celebrity, dead or alive, would you love to interview and why?
Celebrity, I would love to interview and what again?
And why?
And why? There's so many people that I've really truly admired, but I think it's one of my favorite broadcasters of all time is Mike Keith. He's the Tennessee Titans play-by-play announcer, and we've had a friendship. I talk with him a lot, and he's one of the people that I look up to. And guys like Matt Yoakum, that has suffered some NASCAR on Fox for a long time, but someone that I haven't met is one of my favorite broadcasters, and one of the broadcasters that I have really got me into it is Mike Doc Emmerich for the that did the NHL and versus and NBC for the NHL for a long time. He's a guy that I've always really looked up to, and just really what he brings, just the different acronyms, synonyms, whatever you want to say. I mean, from everything from waffle boarding to skittering across, just the verbiage that he would use in the broadcast is something that's always really inspired, me. I just love the way he calls a game, and he's someone that I try to model my work after because, from the simple fact of he he makes calling the game fun. Like it can be a 5-0 game, but just the storytelling that he brings into the broadcast is something that I've always truly admired, and I really enjoyed it. And I love what he brings to the table, and yeah, he's just a guy that I've always admired my entire career, and I would love to just talk just about where these verbiages he came from. I mean, he didn't have Chat GPT in the back where he can go, what are some ways I can say the puck is being sliding across? What's some other verbiage that I can use to describe that? I mean, he had to think of it on his own. He made it work. So he's always been a guy that I've looked up to, and I can only imagine just having a dinner with him. Just the Lord gave you one mouth and two ears for a reason, and I just want to listen to him. So that's the way I look at it.
Nice. And I already know who I would want to interview. I have one.
Okay,
I would want to interview Jimmy Fallon
Jimmy Fallon. Why is that?
because he's really funny on NBC.
Yeah, I love Jimmy Fallon back from his Saturday Night Live days. And I was a big Saturday Night Live fan, so I love Jimmy Fallon. He's great. He's always fun to watch.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to just commentate and use my puppet on his show. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm sure he would love that.
Oh, I think the audience will love it too. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me for an interview. It was an absolute pleasure to speak with you, hear your insight, your story, perspective, or inspired. I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn from you.
Yeah, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Thanks for the time here today. It was a lot of fun. Haven't done something like this before, so I really do appreciate it. This was great.
Come back again soon.
Yes, thank you so much.
Rock on, rock on. That's the end of the show. See you soon, everyone.